Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be looking at this Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3 laptop powered by the Snapdragon X processor. And the variant that we have is having a 15.3-inch screen, and this has got the military STD 810H rating, and it's got incredible battery life, I have to say. And if you guys recall, about 6-7 months ago I had reviewed one Snapdragon based ARM laptop, that was the Snapdragon X Elite. But those X Elite laptops were costing over a lakh, almost about 1,20,000 or so. And many of you about in the last Q&A asked me to review some mid-range, Snapdragon based laptop. So this is the one, and this one I believe, as at the time of shooting this video, is priced around 61,990. I'll leave the link in the description. So let's have a closer look at this laptop now. So guys, this is the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3 laptop that is powered by the Snapdragon X processor, and this is having actually a 15.3-inch screen. This one is actually having IPS LCD screen. That's a 60 hertz one. First, let me talk about the build quality of this one. And from the front, it looks like this. And the good thing is that this is metallic, and also if I press, there's very minimal flex towards it. So that way, it's actually nice. Also, when you open it up, we do have a physical fingerprint scanner over here. So if I just press it, it unlocks. And I also like the fact that this area is also actually metal. And here also I pressed a little bit and the flex is quite less. So that way I would say in terms of build quality, they have actually done a good job. This also gets the MIL, that's military STD 810H durability. Have some vents here to dissipate the heat. Also it comes with the Windows Office and Home, so that's a good thing. Apart from that, we also get a charger in the box, and this is a 65-watt charger, and it comes with this barrel type adapter. I feel they should have given a USB type C one, but anyways, that's what it is. It's a fast charger and it charges quickly, so this is for that charging. Your barrel charger will go in over here. We also have an LED light to denote it's charging or not. We have a USB type A port. We have a HDMI port that is 1.4, and we also have a USB type C port. But the good thing is that you can also actually charge with this one, and I did test it, and it charges quickly even with this one. This is the headphone jack. Back again, some vents to dissipate the heat. We also have a USB type A port, one more, and strangely we have a full-size SD card slot, which is a rarity these days. We hardly see that. And this is the power on off button. Another small thing that I noticed with this laptop is, let me just open it up, and again I'll use the fingerprint scanner. Unlocks quickly, and it can go up to 300 nits in terms of brightness. So this is the maximum that so let me just make it comfortable. So this is the comfortable area that we are having, and it can also go up to 70 degrees, not 180 completely, but 170. So this is what it is. And also we have the backlighting for the keyboard on this one. And as it's a Lenovo laptop, again, you can use the function and the Q key to move between the profile modes. Between them like this. I'll come to the battery life later on, but overall in terms of the keyboard, also I like the keyboard on this one. The keyboard is good, and also it's having a full-size numeric pad also over here, so that's actually a good thing. So the keyboard is good. We have good tactile feel that we are getting, so I have no complaints with that. The trackpad is slightly on this offset, but again, working with the trackpad was not a problem, and all those things. It's very, very smooth and all those things. Let me lower the brightness a little bit. Yeah, this is better. So yeah, and now let me talk about the processor on this one, because that makes it very, very different. This is having the Snapdragon X processor, and this is basically 8-core processor, and I ran some benchmarks to give you an idea. I ran Geekbench, and as you can see, for single core we got a score of 2125, and for multi-core a very healthy score of 10,470 that we got. I also tried to run for GPU OpenCL, and we got a score of 9,678, and I also ran the Vulkan test, and there we got a score of 14,026. So that means for the price point, this laptop is actually pretty powerful laptop. And I did a lot of browsing, etc., and stuff, daily usage stuff on this laptop. I even put about 24-25 tabs, multitasking within them, and all those things, multitasking with the software, and nothing actually bogged down this laptop. In terms of specs also, it's actually spec'd up pretty well. Even if you're going for the base variant, you'll get 16 gigabytes of RAM that we are having, and that is LPDDR5X RAM. So general performance that I got on this laptop was very, very good. No stutters or anything. And also the best part is that as it's a Snapdragon laptop, when I ran the benchmarks, even on the battery, I got the same result. So it's unlike other Windows laptop where you get the best performance only we are plugged in. That's not the case. So that way I would say for general day-to-day performance, you will not have a problem with the laptop. It's very, very fast. Also, as it's a Lenovo laptop, you also get this Lenovo Advantage software, and also it does have Dolby Atmos. In fact, the speaker is over here. It's a 2-watt speaker that you have, and I did test this. You have various modes over here for Dolby, and I did test it on the Dolby's website. If I go to here, I was testing this with the sound and all these things. Of course, my microphone can't capture it. And you get the difference between the stereo and the Dolby. Of course, my microphone won't be able to capture it. And in terms of volume, I would say the volume is adequately fine for it, but I felt the bass was slightly lacking. But overall, I would say a decent experience that I had. Now, coming to another thing that I noticed is that almost no heating that I noticed on this laptop. Even when I was running the benchmarks, the back portion barely got warm. That is a big difference, I would say, compared to other laptops. These Snapdragon laptops hardly heat up with your regular usage. So you can actually use it on your lap like a laptop without any issues. Another thing that, again, this one is coming with the 50-watt-hour battery. If I go to the power, and as you can see, it's having a 50-watt-hour battery on this one. The battery life that I was getting on this laptop was outstanding. In real world usage, I was getting anywhere from 10 hours to 13 hours of battery life. So this is a full day laptop that you are getting. And I like that, again, as you can see, it's having that 16:10 aspect ratio. So good for productivity. Again, the taskbar also auto hides when you're working, so it gives you a lot more space on this one. In terms of resolution, as I've told you, it's 1920 by 1200 resolution that you're getting. And the screen, in terms of sRGB, it's 45% sRGB that you are getting. And also it has HDR compatibility. Also, in general performance, it's very good. As I've told you, no heatings or whatever. But again, guys, remember, this is an ARM-based laptop. So again, there might be some software that might not run on this. I did not have any problems in my regular usage. In fact, I would suggest if you have compatibility questions or something like that, go to one of these websites. For example, this is WOA.com, and here you can check the apps that are compatible. The good thing is that when I had tested the earlier Snapdragon X Elite about 6-7 months ago, Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Premium were not compatible, but now they have become compatible. So it has a list of software, and for video editing, DaVinci Resolve yes works. And the good thing is now that Adobe Premiere Pro, which was not compatible earlier, is now also compatible. There is also this one more website where you can check if your apps are compatible or not. Many of the apps are compatible native, but some run an emulated way, but a few of them, specific apps, might not be compatible. So it's a good idea to check out this. I'll have this link over here. Apart from that, I would say the overall performance of this laptop was very, very good. Another thing that I liked is that, again, this is again a Windows Copilot certified PC, because the NPU on this is 45 TOPS, that is 45 trillion TOPS. So again, as you can see, this is Copilot Plus PC certified, and I did test it. And let me actually give you an idea. Let's open the taskbar, manager, and let's go to over here, and it actually shows you the NPU. Right now the NPU is not being used, but if you use some app where the NPU for AI stuff, basically NPU is used. And again, this is the webcam of this one, and as you can see, now it has started using the NPU, because what I have done is I went to Windows Effect and I'm using the portrait blur. And if I even use the standard blur, if you don't want to show the background or something, the portrait blur puts a lot more strain. And as you can see now, the NPU is being used instead of the GPU. So in certain apps like this and a lot of AI apps, the NPU gets used on this. And again, it has that 45 tops. Again, it also is that Windows Copilot ready. In fact, you have a dedicated button over here. So again, you have that functionality, and you can quickly ask, create images and stuff like that. So that way, I would say, again, in terms of future compatibility with AI, it has that capabilities. Now, as we were talking about the webcam, again, the good thing is that we also have a privacy shutter over here. I can just shut off the webcam. As you can see, if you can notice, this is now red, so it is physically blocked. I can open it up like this, and it's a 5 megapixel webcam. Many of the laptops just have 720p webcam or a 2 megapixel sensor, but this is having a 5 megapixel one. So let's have a closer look at the same. Now I'm recording this part of the video with the built-in webcam of this Lenovo laptop, and it's supposed to be a 5 megapixel webcam. I'm against the light. As you can see, I was shooting the video over here, and the audio is also being recorded via its built-in microphone. So guys, this is the Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3 that comes with the Snapdragon X processor, and I have to say, this is actually a very good laptop for students, and also I feel for mobile professionals who are constantly on the move and they need that incredible battery life. As I've told you, this actually gets some insane battery life, that is about 10 to about 13 hours of usage per charge, and also it charges very, very quickly. You can also charge it with the USB Type-C port. Again, as you can see, if you have a PD charger, it will charge. So that way, I would say this makes it very incredible. Also, the general performance of this laptop is very, very good. Again, you can have tens and tens of apps on this one and they run without any issues. Even the base variant that I have, this is the base variant that I have, is having 16 gigabytes of RAM. So again, lots of apps that you can use. I did not get any stuttering or anything like that. So that way, I have to say it performs very well. Another good thing about Snapdragon based laptop is that even if you're having dozens of tabs and you're multitasking, the laptop does not heat up a lot. It barely gets warm. So I would say if you are kind of a mobile professional and for whom battery life is the highest priority, then you can certainly have a look at this Lenovo laptop. But what do you guys think about the same? Do let me know in the comment section below. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.